Here we go again, the Necrons Murder Court Combat Patrol versus Tau, and it's coming right up.
Necrons!
Nick speaking, and welcome to this battle report. Right, here we go again, Combat Patrol versus Tau, and we are playing Forward Outpost. I'm looking forward to this one. I'm here with my son. Hello, son.
You alright?
I'm doing very well, thank you. I'm looking forward to this. It's an interesting mission, this one, so let's start by having a look at it. Okay, so primary mission is 5 points for each objective in no man's land and 10 points if you're scoring your enemy's objective, so nothing for your home objective. If you are scoring your enemy's objective, then the enemy can't use the command reroll stratagem. And this is the deployment map Hammer and Anvil. No objective in the middle, but 2 in no man's land, and 1 in the centre of our deployment zones. And here is the Necron Tomb World we are going to be playing on today. We've got 3 obscuring buildings in the middle that you can't go in. We then have 2 ruined buildings which are also obscuring, but you can go in, 1 here and 1 here. And then we've got 2 flattened ruins here, so basically they're just going to be cover save if you're shooting over them. We've got 1 there and 1 there. And then we've got 4 obelisks in the corners, and they're just going to be classed as pipes and barricades. Okay, so starting with the Necron Mindflenser's Murder Court, we have a Psychomancer, and he's going to have the enhancement which gives him buffs if he's attacking a unit which is battle shocked. We then have 5 Immortals with Gauss Blasters, 5 Flayed Ones, another 5 Flayed Ones, and 2 units of Amphibian Destroyers. However, in this combat patrol, they don't have any plasma sights. And that is my list. Let's have a look at the Tau. Okay, so what have we got?
You've got Commander Cloud Spear.
Yep, he's got protocol systems, I assume.
Yeah, 4+ in Van, and you can reroll a hit and a wound roll.
Okay, next up.
And then we've got 10 Pathfinders.
Okay.
And then 10 Breachers. And they're going to be inside the Devilfish.
Indeed, a Devilfish. Okay, so we are going to set up and then we'll be back to find out who is going first. Okay, so we have deployed. I'm trying something a little different, a bit risque, but hopefully it will pay off. I am reserving in Deep Strike Reserve both units of Amphibian Destroyers. I've deployed the Psychomancer just there, and I've infiltrated both units of Flayed Ones right behind that building in the centre of the board. We've got Commander Cloud Spear just here. We've got the Devilfish with the Breachers on the home objective, and both of the units of Pathfinders. They've been split into 2 units of 5 in the building. My secondary is scoring objectives, so I need to be scoring the same amount of objectives of my opponent for 2 points and more for another 2 points, so 4 points on offer starting from turn 2. The Tau have taken their secondary where they have to get onto objectives in no man's land. Turn 1 and 2 they're worth 4 points each, and then they're worth 2 points each for the rest of the game. So we are all set up. It's time to find out who is going first. It's a 1 each. Let's re-roll that. So it's not a good start, is it? You get a 6. I get another 1. Okay, so it's going to be Tau Empire, turn 1. Okay, end of the movement phase for Tau. We've got Commander Cloud Spear on this objective here, and then we've got the Devilfish moving onto that objective just there. That's going to give the Tau 8 points to start with, which is not bad. And now we've got some pop shots. The Devilfish onto my Flayed Ones.
4s to hit on the first gun.
2 through.
And then strength 6, so 3's to range.
Yep, toughness 4.
That's 2 saves.
Any AP?
No.
Okay, get the cover save, so it goes down to 3+. Saves both.
And then the other gun, 4s to hit. And then 3's to wound again. 2 more.
Any AP again?
No.
No. So another 3 up save. Done. Okay, any other shooting?
No, that's it.
That's it. Okay, 8 points for the Tau as we move in to turn 1 for the Necrons. Okay, movements phase. I moved the flayed ones out just there, eyeing up Commander Cloudspear. I've got the other flayed ones still behind the building, not committing to this side, because we've got those Pathfinders there, and we've got those breachers there, which are probably going to cause me problems anyway. But that was just too dangerous to go on that objective. And these guys have just moved forward. I've got the Psychomancer in range of Cloudspear, so we're going to make Cloudspear take a battle shock test at -1. So what does that put you on, leadership?
I need an 8.
Okay.
No.
7. No, so he is battle shocked, and that hopefully is going to help me out. Okay, because he's battle shocked, I get to roll 3 dice as opposed to 1 on the Psychomancer for his shooting attacks, and he's +1 to hit. And because he's with the Immortals, he gets to re-roll all of the wounds because this guy's on an objective. So first of all, we need 3s. They are all out. It is strength 6, your toughness 5, yep.
Yeah.
So 3's re-rolling, all in. That's -3.
4 plus in-run then.
To go through, that is 3 damage each.
He's on left on 1 wound.
Okay, so next it's the Immortals. So we need 3s. Not a good roll. We've got 2 lethal, so they do come straight out. And those all there miss. And we're strength 5, so it's going to be 4s. Re-rolling. Okay, so 3 at -1.
3 up saves.
Saved. Well done, well done. It's up to the flayed ones then. It's 3s sustained.
Yeah.
And then, what did I have before when I re-rolled it?
Maybe a
again?
stratagem?
I think it might have been a stratagem. I don't think I need it, 'cause we've only got 1 wound.
Nah, surely.
Okay, famous last words. Right, here we go. So we need 3s, and these are sustained 1. We've got some 6s, which is good. So we've got 4 6s. Let's take the misses out. And we've got 5 misses, 6 misses. So 4 come back in. Right, that's to hit. And if I can grab the dice, we are now strength 4, toughness 5. So we need 5s, but we are twin linked, so re-rolls. Let's take the good ones out. Not too bad, not too bad at all. And re-roll these. So a couple more 5s, 3 more 5s. That is a decent roll.
10.
Right, -1. You got 3 up safe, yeah.
Dead.
He's dead.
Oh.
That's a lot of 6s though. A lot of 6s. Okay, Cloud Strike has been speared. Well, Cloud Spear has been striked. Right, okay. I think that's the end of my turn. So I scored no points. I can't score primary or secondaries on turn 1. As we move into Tau, turn 2. Okay, movement phase for the Tau in turn 2. And they are going for it. The Devilfish, they're moving forward. And the Breachers bailing out right in front of my face. And then over here, these guys both moving off of the terrain. One onto the objective, they've got the big guns. And then the ones at the front have the smaller guns eyeing up this unit of flayed ones. So all out attack. Will it pay off? Let's find out. Okay, so the unit at the front marking the flayed ones. The ones at the back shooting and being guided.
So the big guns, they need 4s to hit. That's not great. And strength 10, 2s to wound.
Yep, wounds.
AP -4.
1 is splat.
And then the other dude's guns from that squad. It's only 3s to hit. And then strength 5, so 3s to wound. 2 saves.
2 saves, minus
nothing.
nothing. Okay, so it's on a 3 up then.
I got ignores cover from.
Okay,
These
so it's a
guys.
4 up.
Yeah.
So 1 more goes splat.
And then let me just check if the other squad can now
Okay.
shoot as well.
I have been taking them off on this side on purpose.
Yeah. So he can't shoot. They
Yeah, the
can.
others can.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
So they need 4s to hit. And then freeze to wound. 2 more saves.
Any AP?
No.
Okay, so is the ignoring cover still?
They don't get it, no.
No, okay, so 3 up. Double 1. 2 more die, 1 left. Okay, so next we've got the breachers. Where are you shooting with those, Luke?
Into the immortals.
Immortals. Okay, so I'm going to use a stratagem for a CP, which means you have to take a battle shock test because you're within 12 inches and at -1. So what is their leadership?
Needs an 8 again.
An 8 again. It's an 8, so you're safe. So now you're going to use a CP.
Yeah, to give them an extra -1 AP.
Okay, right, here we go then.
So they need 2 to hit, because a tank's going to guide them in.
Okay. You're shooting them because they're on the objective, I take it, because that gives you rerolls, doesn't it?
Yeah. So their guns are strength 6.
Toughness 5.
Freeze to wounds. Nice.
Okay, so 14 wounds in total. I do get a cover save, so I'm -2 normally, it's going to be -1. So I'm on a 4 up save. We're going to roll these on the immortals first. Obviously we've got 5 immortals. We need 4s. 3 immortals die, so just 2 left. So now we're going to go through the other dice. 1 left. None left. We are on the Psychomancer and we've got 6 dice left. Okay, he's only got 4 wounds. He's only got a 4+ save, so he is on 5s with the cover. So here we go. We need 5s. We get 2 5s. He's got 4 wounds. I'm going to command reroll one of those.
Yeah.
A long shot, but here we go. We need a 5 or a 6. Come on, baby. Oh, it's a 4. And that is it. Those breachers once again proving how good they are. Almost always killing a whole unit that they shoot at. However, it's now time for the Necrons to retaliate as we move into turn 2 for the robots. Right, Necrons turn 2. So I used a stratagem to auto-pass Battle Shock, and then I regened 2 flayed ones there. I scored 5 points for being on 1 objective in no man's land, and I scored 2 points for my secondaries because the battle line unit was on this objective, which means I'm scoring 2 and the tower scoring 2. So I get 2 points for that. Right, now it's the movement phase. Okay, so here we go. I'm on the attack myself. I have 0 gun, so it's all about the assault. However, my flayed ones here have just hidden behind the building on the objective. These flayed ones are going to assault, but I haven't moved them because I don't want to be overwatched. And then I've brought the Ophidians in. 1 this side behind this building, and 1 over there in the corner. I think what's going to happen is the Devilfish at some point is going to make it to my home objective, and that's 10 points for the Tau. So I need to do an exchange and get onto this objective here. Let's see if we can do it. So let's go straight into the assault. Okay, so first these guys onto the ones at the front. So 9-inch charge. We do have a CP reroll. See what happens. An 8. I'm going to re-roll it. No, they are not in. And then the other one's over in the corner there. 9-inch charge. That's a 4. They are not in. And then these flayed ones just here. We're definitely going to be in with them. Well, just about. 5-inch charge. They're in. Okay, here we go. No bonuses from anything this time, but it is sustained and twin linked. So I could use, no, I can't use a stratagem. I've got no CP left. So here we go. We need 3s sustained. Got 1 on the floor. Thank you. Let's re-roll that. Oh, that's a 6. That's a nice conversion. So let's take the misses out. There is a few of them, but we've got a few 6s, so not too bad. Okay, they all miss, and then we've got 2, 4, 6 that come back. So effectively, only 2 missed in total. Strength 4, toughness 3. So we need 3s re-rolling as it's twin linked. I feel some revenge coming.
Oh dear.
Oh dear. So that's what, 18 saves
18.
at -1. Okay, what save have you got?
4 up, so 5 up.
5s. 1 on the floor. There are a few 6s, but actually there's a few 5s as well.
Yeah. I reckon it'll be close.
2, 4, 6,
1
8,
left.
9. 1 left. Okay, and then your attack's back. Okay, so the breacher did no damage back, and I've just tagged the tank. It attacked and did nothing, and that's the end of Necron's turn 2. Okay, so my Ophidians, at least one unit is very vulnerable over in the corner. At least this one is slightly hidden as we go into turn 3 for the Tau. Okay, so movement phase for the Tau. They scored 5 points for being on one objective in the centre of the table. This unit has decided just to stay in combat. However, this unit has moved up back into the terrain piece, and now we're moving into the shooting phase. Okay, so Pathfinders into the Ophidians, the guys with a big gun first.
Yeah.
These could hurt.
So you freeze to hit because they stay still.
Okay. Oh, 2 miss.
I'm going to come on
Oh,
reroll
I
one of
would,
them.
yeah. Yeah,
Cool.
okay.
And then strength 10. So 2s to win.
2s.
They're 2 dead, I think. AP this one's devastating.
Oh, okay, it's definitely dead.
And that one's AP -4.
-4.
Cover.
Yeah, okay. 2 dead. Okay, and the other guns from that unit coming in.
Freeze to hit. And then strength 5, so 4s to wound. 1 save.
Okay, any AP?
No.
Okay, so get 3 up save with cover. 2. No, takes a wound.
Yeah. Like obscuring, or is that?
Pipes and barricades, we said.
Okay.
So yeah, just get cover save for being behind it.
Cool.
Okay, and then the other unit of Pathfinders coming in.
And 4s to hit. Well, that is.
It's good for me.
Yeah. No, 4s to wound.
1 wound.
1 wound.
AP.
Nothing.
Okay, so 3 up save with the cover. Another 1. 1 wound left. Okay, so now the tank shooting into the flayed ones in combat, so -1.
So 5s to hit. 2 hits. And then 3s to wound.
2 wounds.
Saves.
Normal saves.
Yeah.
4 up. 1 dead. Okay, so these Pathfinders with the big guns are going to attempt to assault my Ophidian and pop him over the head with the guns, taking his last wound off.
Yeah.
Let's see if it happens.
I need a 9.
Right. 8. Oh, you
Not
do have a
quite.
CP?
No, honestly, it's fine. We'll do the other squad.
Do the other squad, okay.
Yeah.
What do they need? Probably similar, isn't it?
Yeah. Not that.
You do have a command point.
Yeah, alright, we'll do.
He's going for it, he's going for it.
Ah.
Okay, so we then continued the assaults, my flayed ones killing the last breacher and taking 1 wound off the devilfish, and I lost no flayed ones in return. So that is 2 points for secondaries for the Tau this turn, and we're moving into turn 3 for the Necrons. Okay, so I started with a battle shock test on my 1 Ophidian with 1 wound, and I passed it. Then I rolled a 6 for my RP, so I've got 3 wounds back. So I've got a Ophidian back with 1 wound, very nice. Over here I also regenerated 2 flayed ones back to full strength, and the flayed one over there as well. Right, let's see how we can score some points. I just scored 5 points for my primary, this one here. This objective is proving hard to get to because of this devilfish. So let's see what happens. Okay, so movement phase. I haven't moved any flayed ones. I have moved the Ophidians up over here, and those Ophidians there, I was overwatched by these guys who did score a 6 but failed to wound. And that's it, there's not much else to happen except for the assault. I don't think I'll be failing any of those. Okay, so I did get into the assaults. These Ophidians killing the whole unit. These ones whiffed though. I only killed one of those Pathfinders. No wounds taken in return though. I did lose a flayed one up over here, and I did 3 wounds on the Devilfish. Not bad. Okay, here we go then. It's going to be Tau, turn 4. Okay, so 5 points for primary, and then these guys fell back, and I used the stratagem to move d6 plus 1 inches. I rolled a 5, and I got onto this objective. And then the Devilfish fell back onto my home objective here, and he's now going to shoot. Yeah, where are you going to shoot?
I'm going to shoot these Pathfinders into the
okay, into the Amphibians there.
Yeah. Force to hit. Oh,
nice.
And then force to wound. 2 saves.
Okay, any AP or anything?
No.
So we get the cover save, right? Yeah. Okay, so 3 up save. 1 wound, which does kill one of the Ophidians. Okay, so full reference, these guys use the stratagem to fall back and shoot. And that is it. He's not on no man's land objective, so he doesn't get his secondary. However, this is going to secure him 10 points for primary next turn, unless I can do something about it, as we move into turn 4 for the Necrons. Okay, so when my Ophidian died earlier, it was the one with 1 wound who was the only one on the objective. So I had to make a battle shock test to enable me to regenerate a Ophidian and get on that objective, and I rolled a double 6 for my battle shock test. So I'm on that objective. I did regenerate the lost flayed one here. That gives me a maximum of 15 points for primary. I'm also going to score 4 points for my secondaries because I'm on more objectives than the Tau. So it is very, very close as we move into the movement phase. Okay, so of course no shooting phase. I've been moving for objectives and for the assault. So I moved these flayed ones back here, and I moved these flayed ones off of this objective over here. I'm going to try to get a big assault and assault around onto this objective. And then these Ophidians just here have moved up over here to try and assault these. And these have shuffled to the side just in case I need these to assault as a backup. Okay, so my Ophidians got in with a 3-inch charge, and now I'm rolling for my flayed ones. I'm looking for a nice big roll. I hopefully can use the pile-in to help me as well to do what I need to do, but let's find out. A nice big roll on the flayed ones. It's a 6. I could command re-roll it, but knowing me, I might get less. I'm going to measure. Okay, I've just measured it. I can just about get onto the objective with the pile-in move. So that's what we're going to do. Right, no re-rolls. I'm not going to risk it because I'm pretty sure I would roll probably a double 1, knowing me. Okay, here we go. Okay, so my Ophidians managed to wipe out the unit of Pathfinders just over there. And over here, I did manage to pile in onto the objective. I have 3 flayed ones onto the objective. That's OC3. The tank is OC2, so I've taken the objective away from the Tau. We did the assault. I did 1 wound on the tank. No flayed ones died in return. Okay, turn 5. We're currently in the Necron's charge phase, but in the Tau phase, the tank did a stratagem to fall back and shoot, fell back onto this objective to give him 2 points for his secondaries. Now I've moved my flayed ones up to assault this. I've moved the Ophidians up from over here after generating a few wounds back on here. Went onto the home objective there, and these guys are aiming up for an assault on the tank. The tank has 8 wounds left. Can we do it? Okay, I got into assault with both units. It was all very, very exciting. My flayed ones managed to do 1 wound, and my Ophidians totally whiffed. So the Devilfish is still there with 7 wounds, and let's find out the final score. Okay, so Tau scored 15 points for primary, 16 points for secondary. That's a total of 41 points. Necron scoring big on the last couple of turns there, so 40 points for primary, 12 points for secondary, so a total of 62 points. It is a Necron victory, but what a fun game. Thank you, son, for that. Really enjoyed that. I think that mission helped me quite a bit there, just trying to get onto your home objective. I think I just had more opportunity to do that than you did.
Yeah.
But yeah, fun game. Really enjoyed that. If you enjoyed it, then here is a playlist to all of our other Combat Patrol battle reports. And here's a playlist to all of my 10th edition Necron battle reports.